Good evening, YouTube land. This is Julie from StoryADay with one more lesson from 15 years of running StoryADay May for you. And today I want to talk about something that contrasts with what I talked about the other day, which is I said when you're taking part in StoryADay May, you don't have to write every day. You can choose to work to your own rules, not write a story a day. And I confess that I actually don't think I've ever written a story a day during StoryADay May, because that's just how I roll. But I will say that doing something every day can make it easier to do than doing it, leaving open a question of whether or not you're going to write or do anything. For example, doing these live videos, it has been very noticeable to me that it's been easier for me to come up with something to talk about every day, because I know I'm going to be talking about something every day. Now, I took last week off because I was on vacation, so there's a gap, but these daily lives are causing me to be more creative, because I know I'm going to talk about something today. So I have to think about what you might need to know and how I might express that best. And the same kind of thing kicks in when you're writing a story a day in May, or doing any kind of daily creative challenge like that. The fact that you are going to be writing something today means that you get less precious about whatever it is that you write. So you might write, I was in a workshop the other day where we had to write something really quickly, and we had to write multiple things really quickly. We only had a few minutes, and you would think it was impossible to write something in 3 minutes. It didn't have to be a complete something, but it had to be somewhat on topic and somewhat crafted and creative. And it was kind of amazing how well you could write when you really expected that there's nothing you could do. So writing under pressure can actually create a freedom that doesn't exist when you have the ability to write whatever you want. And here's one of the lessons I've learned about writing a story almost every day in May over the past 15 years. And that is that when you finish that day's story, you get this little high, you get a little hit of dopamine, and you get to feel like you have really achieved something, no matter whether what you wrote was brilliant or not, or worked out the way you wanted it to. But the fact is, you lived up to your expectations for yourself. You set a goal for yourself and you did it. There's an integrity there, which, regardless of the quality of what you write, which might be great, but might not, the fact that you said you were going to do a thing and you actually did it, that in itself is a reward. But the really great thing that happens during a challenge like this, where you're writing every day for a month, is that because you know you're going to be writing something again tomorrow, your brain is constantly on the lookout for ideas, and you start walking through the world like a writer. So if you sign up to do a story a day May and you haven't tried it before, maybe set your rules to be, I will write a story a day. And no matter what that story looks like, whether it's 6 words, whether it's nonsense, whether it's a stream of consciousness that you write for 5 minutes, or whether it's something that follows the prompts and really makes an attempt to be a story, the act of doing that will prove to you that you can write whenever and wherever you have the opportunity, and it will set your brain on writer mode. And you will start looking for things in the world without even trying. You'll be gathering resources and going, that could be a story, that could be a detail in a story, oh, that person is definitely going in a story. Anyway, that's what I have for you today. I have to run. I'm going to a signing for a book at my local bookstore, Mia Sheridan, author of Falling for Gage, in case you're interested. And I hope that you'll sign up for Story a Day at storyaday.org/sign up, and take a chance on yourself. See what you can come up with. You'll be amazed at how much more creative you become when you allow yourself to be creative every day. Hope to see you there.